Win trading is a massive part of Brawl Stars, and it is something everyone hates. We all want it to be gone from the game, however that may just be impossible, and today we'll be going over why that is, so let's get right into it. First, let's go over what win trading even is, since that is really important. It's basically when players team up to manipulate their rankings. One player intentionally loses to another to boost their trophy count. This is a way of artificially boosting rankings, and it is considered to be cheating in pretty much every single game out there. This just ruins the integrity of the game and makes you question whether or not the people on the leaderboard are actually legit or not. This has been a problem that we have just been seeing a lot, with some legit players falsely getting accused of win trading, and then other win traders being seen as legit players. This has caused confusion and has lowered trust within the community, since people often look at high trophy counts and wonder whether that person was win trading rather than just being amazed at the trophy count. Now, you might be thinking, well, why don't they just fix it? Well, it's really not as simple as it sounds. There are a ton of reasons as for why it is near impossible to fix the win trading issue, and we'll be going over all of those reasons. So let's start off by looking at the root cause of win trading, since that'll help shed some light on why it is so hard to fix. First up, we've got the matchmaking system. It's designed to pair you with players of similar trophy counts. However, at high levels, there aren't as many players to choose from. This makes it easier for win traders to match up together and get into games and just go and do their thing. Then the next issue is that you can see everyone's names during all the matches. You can see who you're up against, which makes it super easy for win traders to recognize each other and meet up inside the game and just coordinate plans a lot easier. And to add to that, you also have the different emotes that can be used, and these are also like communication signals between the win traders that are coming from big servers. You can typically see this at the beginning of the game when everyone is on the screen, and that shows how many win traders are in the game. Plus, you also have the whole environment of the game that puts a big focus on trophies, and that is enough for some players to resort to win trading just because they want to get ahead. If it's not that, then it could very well be the ranks that people are chasing and trying to get, since getting rank 35 is quite a big deal. This bit of social pressure is typically why a lot of people even start win trading. So now that we have gone over some of the root issues with win trading and how it is possible in the game, let's look at just why it is impossible to fix. The first problem is just with detecting these win traders. While it may be easy to detect other forms of cheating, such as people doing a lot more damage than they are supposed to, or just killing everyone within 1 second, it's a lot harder to detect someone win trading. I mean, there isn't anything exactly game breaking about win trading, and there isn't any unusual activity that can be detected by some sort of system. You would have to have an employee at Supercell actually go and watch the replays for matches to determine if someone is win trading, and obviously you can't go through and watch every game to try and prevent this. There is the report feature for situations like this, however, there's a massive problem with that. As you most likely know, Supercell support is honestly just not very good, and right now they are struggling to really even do anything. There is currently a big issue with people losing their accounts, and if Supercell isn't able to properly take care of that, then there is no way they have time to try and deal with win trading, since honestly, that is way smaller of a problem than someone's account getting stolen. This is why the report feature is more or less useless, and that just sucks because it is the main way that anything can be done about win trading. This is because it is typically only the players inside of the game that can see if there is any win trading going on, and if their reports go unanswered, then there is no other way of Supercell really finding out. Then there's the whole balance between fair play and player experience. Supercell wants to stop win trading, sure, but they also don't want to make the game less fun for everyone else in the process. It's a really tough position to be in because they could make the game a lot more strict with certain rules and features. However, that could also just reduce the player experience for completely innocent people. One example could be them adding some sort of limit or reducing the number of trophies after a certain amount of wins within a certain period of time. This could very well deter people from win trading and make them more likely to just play legit. However, that would also hurt the innocent players that got those wins by themselves. Another big issue is proving that the win trading is intentional. And this is where another problem comes into play, and that is teaming. Now, according to Supercell, teaming is allowed inside of Solo Showdown, and that is what has made everything so complicated. The thing that separates teaming and win trading is simply the motive. You are essentially doing very similar things, except with win trading it is more coordinated and you are intending to abuse the system. A win trader can very easily make the argument that they were simply just teaming up with a random person inside the game. This makes it really hard for Supercell to try and ban someone for win trading because it is extremely hard to prove it is intentional. This is because most win trading comes from these big win trading discords, and that means you typically are with many different people, so it is hard to just make an argument that you were win trading with a specific person. So overall, those are really just a couple of the main reasons why it is so hard to ban people for win trading. However, there are some potential solutions that I really think could help to make things better. The first solution is to randomize the QE times for each game. This is the most similar to streamer mode inside of Fortnite, since that basically makes it so they get into a game at a random time and it doesn't show when they have queued, so it is harder for stream snipers to get into games. That is essentially what it could be like for Brawl Stars, except that everyone has it. The big problem with this, however, is that it will increase the waiting time on average, and that will be bad for a lot of the players and can cause them to be upset. So if Supercell were to try and do this, then they would need to find a way to implement it so it is as less obvious as possible. Plus, there is still the chance that there will be win traders if they are from some big Discord server, as that just increases the chances with a lot of people. Another possible change could be to remove the player names from each match. This way you would only see people's brawlers and whatever skin they have on. This could also be enhanced to make it so you can't use emotes at the beginning of the game, and that would make it harder for win traders to recognize each other at the beginning of a game, and it would force them to run around. This could be enough to deter some people from win trading because it takes a lot more effort. However, with the solution, you are obviously taking away a big social aspect of the game, and I'm sure the game will just feel really weird without being able to see names. Plus, win traders could just wear certain skins or use certain brawlers to indicate themselves, so this will only work in some situations, and I'm sure people will find a way around this. Another possible solution could be to make it so that you don't get into the same game with the same player back to back, or that it may take something like 5 matches to be able to get into a game with the same person as the first match. This would definitely reduce the number of win traders in small groups, since that would just make this a lot more inefficient for them and it just wouldn't be worth it at that point. And another solution could be to just increase the punishment so that it deters more people from win trading. However, the problem with that is the fact that no one ever really seems to get caught for this, meaning a bigger punishment just doesn't matter if no one is going to be punished in the first place. But that's about all the possible solutions I have. You can see how majority of them have some pretty big drawbacks, and that is just why I don't think Supercell will really ever be able to fix this problem. It is something that Supercell can't control unless they get a more active support team and if they also ban teaming, as that will make it a lot easier to catch win traders and it will make it harder for them to argue against it. That is honestly the only way I see that win trading could possibly go away. However, those two things are pretty big changes, and that is why I just think it will be impossible to fix win trading. The only other way it could be fixed is if the community came together and decided not to win trade. However, that is just extremely unlikely and it may as well be impossible. But that's also it for this video. I really do hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.